Hello, friends, and welcome back. I'm so glad you could join me this Friday. This week, I have some fun for you. I pulled out this skirt that I made a while back. I know, isn't that super fun? And I decided to share with you how I did it. This part is part one. So we're going to learn how to make the denim skirt first. And then in the next video, I will show you how to add this super cute ruffled fabric to the bottom. Are you ready? Do you want to know how I did it? Well, you know you got to stick around. I'm Nye with Elaine Mack. Come along, friends. Okay, so yes, I made this skirt out of some denim jeans that I had and some fabric by the style Magnolia. And I really, really love it because it's like a dressed up take on the denim fabric skirt. Like this is perfect if you're gonna go to like a denim and diamonds like event or something, wear a fancy little shirt. I think I had on the puff sleeve top and I took off one of the sleeves and I was like, hey, okay. So yeah, this time I'm going to teach you how to do the skirt first. I know I just do that on the floor. Y'all know I like to throw things on the floor and they get mad when I got to pick them up later. All right, so this is the jeans that I got. If you're going to be doing this, you're going to need 1 or 2 pairs of jeans, depending on the kind of skirt length that you're thinking about. These are actually Miss Me jeans that I got back in the day before I had my babies. And because these jeans cost so much money, I did not want to throw them away. You know I'm thrifty. I don't play. But I will drop some serious coins on jeans because literally these jeans are like 12 years old. I mean, it takes a lot to kill some jeans. So I will put money into some jeans because they will last me forever unless I gain weight like I did and now they don't fit. But that's okay. I got to fix that, right? Okay. So first off, I'm going to apologize for these claws. These hands have been rated everybody and everything this week. I have been doing so much. Upholstering some chairs. I redid my bathroom this week and my nails were just like, no. So basically my hands are atrocious and if it grosses you out, you can look away. Okay? Like just look away. Okay, so if you have these jeans, you have a pair of jeans, you're going to want to get another pair just in case. And the first thing you're going to do is cut up the inside seam of both of your legs. So essentially, you want to figure out the inside here, right? See where that little ridge is? You want to cut down there. You don't want to cut on the threads because you're going to need those, okay? Now, if you're going to cut, you need to be very, very careful or you can lose your seam ripper like I just did. And, can you get me? Where's my seam ripper? Grief almighty. How do I lose my stuff? I don't go anywhere. And then I'm over here like, where's my stuff? Okay. Right, then. Okay, so to get started, you're going to need a pair of jeans. You're going to need a seam ripper. I have 2 because I'm always losing my seam ripper and I don't play that sometimes. So you might want to use your scissors, but you'd have to be very, very careful because you don't want to cut the fabric from the inside and then make an accident, you know. You might want 2 pairs of jeans depending on the length of your skirt. You're going to want some woven fabric and some horsehair braid for the next video so that you can add, you know, that fabric to the bottom of your skirt. But for this, you're just going to need the seam ripper. So go ahead, grab your pants and seam rip right up the center seam. Now, I'm going to talk about these jeans real quick. I love Miss Me jeans because they have these really cute details. I love the thread. Like, look at the bottom of this hem. I love that. Ooh, these are the stretchy ones. Oh, man. I miss wearing these. Okay, anyway. I love the threaded details on them, and so it can be really useful later if you want to upcycle a pair and do something else, okay? So let me get in here. Okay, so I am seam ripping really close to that inside seam, and you'll see that there's not a whole lot of fabric in there that I could really mess up. So if I didn't want to seam rip it, I could just cut it, and I think I might cut it to save this thread here at the bottom because I kind of like it. But if you didn't want to, you don't really have to. So just cut really close here and remove the need for the leg. And then you'll see that when you get to the groin area of your pants, you can literally just keep on going. Just keep it moving, ooh, right through the seat and all the way down the other leg. Now, if you're curious about my seam rippers, I have 3 seam rippers that I like, and I actually have a review on seam rippers. If you want to check it out, I'll leave a link up there in the description. Okay. Now you'll see that you have a cowl. Just kidding. Don't do that. Please don't wear that in public. Like, okay, you know what? If you're super stylish and you have all the confidence in the world, knock yourself out. I'm not going to do it though. So now you'll see that you don't have any encumbrances in the leg area. Got all kinds of access in there. Nah. So now what you want to do is you want to work on the length. How long do you want this skirt? Now remember, if you're going to do a skirt all the way down to the floor, you're going to need another pair of jeans to fill in the gap because you're going to have this gap here that needs some assistance, okay? And the bottom of your legs is what you use to patch that up. However, if you don't have any bottoms to your legs because your skirt is super long, then you need another pair of jeans. And the Goodwill is a good place to start. I will not hate on the Goodwill. It's like $4 for a pair of pants. So let's determine the length that we want here. And for me, I just fold my pants in half right here. This is my knees right here. So I'm going to go ahead and start at just above the knee, and you can do the same thing if you like. It all depends on where you want your ruffle to be. I may or may not actually add a ruffle to this, but I'm going to show you how to do it on yours. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this right at knee, right at the knee. And I only know it's knee because it has the little, the distressed ashen area of the knee. Kind of like my knee has an ashen area if I don't wear lotion. I always have to remind my children, you know, hey, I know y'all are half Mexican and half Cape Verdean, right? But don't forget that you're brown and you must wear lotion or you're going to be walking around looking like Frosted Flakes jumped on your legs. And then people are going to judge your mama. Please don't judge me. Don't come for me because my children have Frosted Flakes legs. I try my best to get them to put lotion on. But you know what? Kids don't like to listen. Like, don't do this, don't do that. Oh, you're mad because you got picked on because you got Frosted Flake legs. Guess what, sis? I told you so. No, I would lovingly say it, but, you know, deep down in my heart, I would be like, I told you so. Anyway, next, what you want to do is you want to fix this little pokey thing going on right here, right? Because we don't want a talking groin. No, we do not. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut on the side where it's folded over, okay? Don't cut on the side where it's just thread, okay? Because you're gonna have nowhere to go with that. So we're just gonna snip just about an inch right here, maybe a little more depending on the rise of your jeans. Now the rise of these are really low because like I said, I bought these before I had children and I didn't know any better, okay? Back then I used to have abs. Now I have flabs. I love my flabs, my baby fat. So anyway, yes, you're gonna cut there. Just cut it just a little bit, right there. Don't be scared, you can do it, okay? It's not an umbilical cord, it's just some jeans. And then, oh my goodness, it's like magic. You could just pull it right over, just like that. And you can already see your skirt forming, right? So, see, this is where you cut your inch, and you just fold it right over like that. Fabulous. Now, one thing that you can do to get this to stay in place is you can use a little bit of glue, or you can use adhesive thread, like just stick the thread in there and iron it down. You can use some double-sided interfacing. Double-sided interfacing works really well. Hem tape works really well. Anything you need to just kind of tack that in place and get it to stay, okay? Then you want to flip it over. Okay, now you want to do the same thing to the back once you flip it over, because nobody wants this little pokey thing, hokey pokey in your butt butts. No, we don't want the hokey pokey in our butt butts or anywhere near our butt area, okay? So, and the reason why I say butt is because that's what my 6-year-old calls it. Like I said, the rise of your jeans is going to make a difference, right? So you just snip, and fold it over. Now, if it doesn't fold over, if you have like a little bit of extra, you just snip a little more. Just make a little tiny snip. Boop, boop. You like that sound effect? Yeah. Okay, roll it over there like that. And you want to do the same thing. You want to go ahead and glue it or use some double-sided tape, whatever, to get it to stay in place. Now, later, you're going to go ahead and sew that because, listen, nobody wants to feel a strange breeze in the back of their pants skirt because they glued the thing. Sew it down, Nancy. Okay? All right. I mean, unless it's really hot outside and you need that breeze, do what you gotta do, okay? So anyways, you're gonna go ahead and get that done right there. And now you can already see what's happening. So once you have that sewn down right there, you're gonna take your, oh, look at that, that's so nice. And what you can do is you can even distress this area and make it look super cute. Or you can do like I did right here, and you can take the leg of your pants and insert it here, right? So now I have the leg of my pants in there. I shoved it up in there. And I know now how much of that leg I'm gonna need, right? Because I have this tucked over like that. And in order to fill in the back of my skirt, I need this leg. So what you want, if you don't have like a really super wide leg, you can just have like the seam running down the middle if you like, and just kind of tuck that over. And then you want to take a chalk or a pencil and kind of mark here on the pants, but remember that you need a seam allowance because you're going to sew this to the inside here, okay? So make sure when you mark here and your hem here that you actually remember that there's a seam allowance that you need, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and sew down the front and the back groin areas, and then I'm going to go ahead and mark these legs for the both front, because you're going to do the same thing for the front and for the back. And when you do this little thing, if you pull it in more or less, just remember you're going to ruin your side seams. So you don't want to do that. Don't pull in your skirt so much that your side seams are now in the front of your skirt, okay? So like I said, that gap is going to make a difference. So then you want to take your other leg, hello leg, and you want to stick it in there. Now, just like that in the front. Okay, and you want to mark it so that you know that's where your skirt is going to be. All right, now I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have it all sewn up and I'm cutting my little threads. Okay, so some tips for sewing this denim. Some tips for sewing with denim. Make sure that you have a needle that is either 14 or 16 in size and that it's made for denim because that's going to go through this like butter. We like butter. Okay. You can make sure that you are back stitching at the beginning and at the end, and maybe even tack stitch, which would be a really small zigzag at the very hem, because that's going to take a lot of the pulling when you're wearing the skirt. Now I have the back, and the back has overlapped. You'll see that I have these free edges here. I actually want to distress them, so I left it like that. But if you don't like that, what you can do is you can remove the hem from your leg and you can literally sew it right over that V in the back and it will be as if it doesn't even exist. So now you see that my pieces are sewn on. Look, I'll show you the inside too. Woohoo! It's a hot mess in here, y'all. Okay, so this is the inside where I apparently sewed this on double and now have to take it off and do it again. Don't make my mistakes. So now y'all see I'm actually human because, yeah, this happens to like everybody. Anyway, when you're done sewing it together, we'll go ahead and pretend that that didn't happen. You want to go ahead and trim the excess off. So I'm going to go ahead and start here and trim my excess about as close as you can to the seam without cutting through your threads. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to make that skirt, that high-low skirt with the ruffles. So make sure you come back next time so that you can see how I did that and I can show you exactly how I did it. So trimming all this from the inside. Perfect, right? Woohoo! Okay, so flip it right side out and you'll have like this little excess little triangle there at the bottom. Just trim it. Just like that. And then you do the same thing to the back. You may have to trim it a couple times just to get it perfect the way you want it. But essentially, that's all she wrote. So if you wanted to stop there and just have a skirt, then you're done. Yay! If you want to go ahead and add that ruffle and have a high-low skirt with the hem on the bottom, I suggest you come back for my next video because I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. All right, friends, I hope you had a fabulous time. If you need any tips, go ahead and write your comments down below and I'll try my best to answer your questions. So I guess that's it this week. It was fun hanging out. I appreciate you. If you like my videos, go ahead and check out some other videos. I will link some in this video so that you can have a look, enjoy yourself, have some fun, and I will see you next time here. Bye.